to other news now. It's been months since the deadly cholera outbreak in Hammanskraal in Pretoria, and the Rooiwal waste treatment plant was at the center of the water contamination crisis. And meanwhile, the City of Tshwane promised to invest 450 million rand over the next 3 years towards its refurbishment. But it's been estimated it would cost around 4 billion rand to complete the upgrades, and at least 23 people died in Hammanskraal due to the outbreak, or the cholera outbreak. We have eNCA reporter Pule Letshwiti-Jones who joins us now. Pule, good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for joining us. We have been focusing especially on the Rooiwal and certain interventions we were told were going to be made. I'm not sure if you've had a progress report so far that will give residents some sense of confidence that something is being done. But here again, we're sitting with a water shortage where you are. What is the latest?
Well, the City of Tshwane have made it quite clear that, they will not complete this project within a year or two. It may take about 4 years as well. It's been broken down to phases in terms of how they will complete the building or refurbishing of the Rooiwal water project. But the SAMU Municipal Workers Union strike has had an impact on some of those progressions in terms of, there being manpower to fix the Rooiwal refurbishment project, and of course contractors being disrupted as a result of the strike as well. And also we are aware of some of the unions, some of the workers who are affiliated to unions who have targeted the public infrastructure as well. For instance, where we are in Mabopane, residents have taken us to the spot here where you see that one of the public pipes has been badly vandalized, and as a result, what this means that water is just spilling all over into the township. And we also now understand that one of the units, or rather blocks in Mabopane, block CC, has subsequently been without water for about 2 weeks now. They haven't had water for 2 weeks. They've had to rely on water tankers, and it's been quite really a disaster for these community members in this area. I'm just walking so you can take a look at this pipe I'm referring to here that's been badly damaged. It's a massive pipe supplying many areas in the area of Mabopane as well, which is to the north of Pretoria. You can see how bad that is. We, of course, have alerted the City of Tshwane about this, who have said that they are going to be looking into this matter urgently and have apologized for the inconvenience. But, of course, have made it quite clear that in terms of the response time when having to look into such problems, it would be, or rather it could take some time due to the strike that's been ongoing for about 3 weeks as well. So this is the end result of what we're seeing. The MMC has said that they have deployed various law enforcement agencies to, key points that have to do with public infrastructure to ensure that the vandalizing does not continue as well, as a result of the disgruntled workers who still want a salary increment from the City of Tshwane. But let's take a listen to what the MMC for Utility Services, Themba Forsi, had to say earlier on when we had a chat with him.
You'd appreciate that the minister, together with our executive mayor, we had a media briefing where an announcement was made of our commitment for 450 million, which will be divided in 3 financial years, and obviously to finish off the first phase, and which is at 68%, and then with a 4 billion that will be set aside through National Treasury and DBSA being the implementing agent in making sure that we expedite the restoration of Rooiwal water treatment, wastewater treatment plant. You'd also appreciate that this is not something that you could be able to deliver in a year or two. It is a process which quite an extensive amount of time is required on this. However, there is a mitigating factor that we are now taking advantage of, that is capacitating the Klebrifield water treatment plant from 10 megalitres to 40 megalitres, so that people of Themba can be able to have potable water through their water taps in their yards, whilst we're pushing the 3 years of making sure that the Rooiwal water treatment plant is sorted out.
Pule Letshwiti-Jones, thank you very much. Of course, another spanner in the works now that there is level of criminality where some residents have vandalized infrastructure, as we see in the visuals behind you. And with the South African municipal workers being on strike, there is no manpower who's coming to fix that problem, while there is a stalemate with regards to the salary increase negotiations. But we're going to have to leave it there for now, and thank you indeed